Hello there. For those of you who might not know who I am, my name is Shaman Treez. I'm the creator of Treez of Knowledge. I'm also one half of the dank hop group Bagz and Treez. If you don't know, now you know. And I'm doing this video because we're right around the corner from the supposed consciousness shift, or the supposed end of the world, or the supposed government hoax, another Y2K. But December 21st is right around the corner, and really that day has nothing to do with the Mayan calendar. I'm just gonna say that right now, but it does have some significance, okay, aside from it being the winter solstice. But the so-called shift that the New Age or consciousness community has been speaking about has been gradually happening for the past 10-15 years. More significantly since 1998 up until 2000-2001, especially when the Twin Towers came. That was kind of a Kabbalistic ritual to kind of either usher in this New Age or try to suppress it. Either way, something crazy is happening across the board. There's massive awakenings happening, spiritual awakenings. And this video is for those of you who might not be feeling those energies as much, because everybody's feeling it. Everybody's feeling this change. Everybody's still feeling more positive. Everybody's more aware of, you know, what you put into your body will affect your experience. So through my meditations and what I've realized, the biggest thing blocking us right now from feeling those energies that are hitting the planet and also emanating from the planet, because the earth is alive and it's evolving just like we're evolving, and the earth has its own chakras, and those chakras are being activated even more. These energies are all around us. Now, for those of you who might be like, well, I don't feel any different, I don't really feel a shift in my own self, then that means that it's not that the energies are ignoring you. It just means that you're blocking these energies from coming into your own being. And one scientific proof that these energies are hitting the planet is that the sun is getting stronger. There's more solar flares, and these solar flares are basically cosmic energy explosions that are bombarding the planet with cosmic energy, and this is raising the vibration of everything on the planet and everything in our galaxy. So what is the biggest block? And this is just my perspective. The biggest block that we're experiencing as a human collective, in order to feel the full onset of the shift of energies, polar shift, whatever you want to call it, is time. Time itself. Our ancestors experienced time way, way differently than we experience time. Their cycles, everything, even their lifespans. You know, I've heard that when we were in the golden age, human beings were living up to 700-800 years, and even the Bible speaks of that. The Bible speaks of, you know, the generations before Noah, people living up to 800-900 years. So this would actually get you more in tune with cycles, and you're more able to map out the natural cycles. So time in a psychological sense is different than time in a physical sense, because in a physical sense we can see that the sun goes through its cycles, and you know, the moon has its cycles of going from a new moon to a full moon and back to a new moon, and we can all measure this with physical increments, whether that be seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, years, whatever. These are physical increments. But the way that we experience time is different for everybody. And it all comes down to your psychological outlook of time. Now, for a long time, we've been under the spell of false time, meaning that we think that time is limited, time has a beginning and it has an end. And the reason why we're under this spell right now, our consciousness is under this dream of how time works, is because we're under the illusion that we only live once. That we're here, we die, and that's it. And because of that illusion that we only live once, we have created a different relationship to past and future than what our ancestors knew how time really worked. So what happens is that now, because of our illusionary projection of time, and just to show you how time works differently, you know that old saying, wow, time goes so much faster when you're having fun, or whoa, where did the time go? Subjectively, you're experiencing time in different mental states. That's why when you get high or you're on mushrooms and you're tripping, time either seems to slow down and expand, or time seems to speed up. Okay? And where's that difference? And that difference comes from your mind, your consciousness. So, because we're under the illusion right now that we only live one life, this bears heavy, heavy weight to the past. And this creates all kinds of psychological complexes, like regret complexes, fear complexes. I used to suffer a lot of regret complexes. I'm still overcoming that. So what happens is, the reason why we regret in the first place is because we're under the belief that you only have one life, you better get it right this time, or you're done, you're fucked up. Even religions, modern day religions, support that. Either get it right in this lifetime, and whatever you do in this lifetime determines whether you get into heaven or you get into hell. So we're always constantly looking back, and that's disconnecting us from right now, and disconnecting us from those energies that are hitting us. So because we go back and we regret mistakes we did, we are losing energy and blocking energy. Really silly to go back and regret a mistake we've done, because mistakes are necessary. I think of the whole saying, I don't know who said it, but basically the saying goes, whoever never made a mistake never tried anything new. Okay? And if you're trying something new, you're trying to be revolutionary, you're trying to succeed in this great quest, you're trying to really fulfill your purpose, mistakes are part of the territory. And the reason why we have a different relationship to mistakes is because of time. Because if we knew, deep down, if we knew, not believed, but we knew that we were here for all of time, that the soul is immortal, and that we live different lifetimes to expand consciously, develop our consciousness, and evolve, then we would know that those mistakes were teachers, and we would have no regret. We would embrace that mistake, and we would actually take more from it and move on in a much more harmonious way, instead of resisting. And resistance is negativity. So even the word evil, if you look at evil, the word evil is to live backwards. So that's either living against the truth, living backwards, or even going back and holding on this negative energy that emanates a negative vibe. So that's the past. We're always going back, we're always trying to fix things in the past versus learning from it, taking from it, applying it in the now, and knowing that we're always here, we have an infinite time to learn, grow, and expand and evolve into our own divinity and super awareness. Because right now we're evolving into cosmic consciousness. This is what this whole shift is about, or supposedly about. You know, you come to your own conclusion about that. So we talked about the past, blocking energies with regret, fear, worry, you know, trauma, past experiences. And the other side of the time illusion is future. Because we're always projecting what we think the future is going to be. We always either have fear or even anticipation of what the fear is going to be. And that even the anticipation and the hope and all that creates attachments. Okay, just like the past we create, just got a text. Just like the past we get energy attachments, the future too, we get energy attachments by projecting things and having these expectations. And just like December 21st, everybody's having expectations. And most of those expectations are gonna be, you know, not met. They're gonna probably, you know, devastate some people. Because they either thought the world was gonna end, and yes, I don't have to pay my bills, and that ticket doesn't really matter. Or it's gonna devastate them like, wow, I don't really feel any different. The shift didn't really make me feel any different on that day. And the whole point is that the shift has to be initiated from within yourself. If you're looking for anything great to happen, it has to happen from within yourself.